everyone, my name is David Solis, and I'm here to inform you about migrant work, what it is, what types of jobs migrant farm workers do, and how important they are to our nation. A quote from quotesdaddy.com from a famous man says, quote, "We cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about progress and prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspirations and needs of others, for their sakes and for our own." That great man was Cesar Chavez. I picked this topic because I myself have worked in the fields. It's a very pleasant experience going up north, working. It's very hard sometimes working more than 8 hours a day, but it gives you experience. It makes you want to graduate from high school, get a college education, be more than what you already are today. And that's very important to me because, I treasure education. Education to me is the number one thing. It's priority. Because education is what defines you. It's what you are. It's who you are. Okay, how many of you today have eaten any fruits for breakfast, vegetables for lunch, dinner? Those fruits and vegetables were grown, picked, and processed by migrant farm workers. So that's the importance migrant farm workers are to our nation, because without them, we basically wouldn't have anything to any agricultural produce to have for our own. Maybe without migrant farm workers, we might even go into subsistence farming. Who knows? It might be even different. And although our human rights and working conditions have improved, we as a nation still have more room for improvement. Because it's unsanitary to know, and it might sound it might be a little gross to you, but it's the truth, and it's sickening to know that, if a migrant farm worker has to go to the restroom, they go into the cornfield and they do their business there, and it's sickening to know. It's not only hazardous to the farm workers, but it's also hazardous to the people that eat it, the consumer. And that's we should improve that. Portable restrooms might be good. Something else other than that. A PDF from K12.wa.us shows that migrant farm workers are more probable of getting a college education and graduating from high school than average students by a 9.5%. PBS.org shows how Cesar Chavez was an American farm worker, labor leader, and civil rights activist, whom, with the help of Dolores Huerta, founded the Farm Workers Association, known today as the United Farm Workers. His work have led to numerous improvements for our nation's union laborers, including the movements on child labor. Today, child labor affects how many hours children are allowed to work. They can go overtime, meaning they can go over 40 hours. 15 and under have to work on non-school days and non-hazardous jobs. And that is very important because, back then, before this, children were getting exploited, were getting basically paid very little, doing a lot of jobs, very unsafe jobs, and basically they were working for free. They would just do what they were told. And now, they have to get paid at least minimum wage or more, which is very important because no longer will they be exploited, but they will also be safe. They can't do hazardous jobs. NFWM.org shows future working ethics, how we can improve. We have to improve, use less Roundup in the fields because, children are getting exposed, adults, are getting exposed to, the pesticides, Roundup. That can affect them in later on lives. There's cancer that can grow from that, various other diseases that can be hazardous to one's health, or maybe even, actually kill someone. It's very dangerous and sad to know that can actually happen while working. You're exposed to dangerous substances. There are a lot of benefits for migrant workers, like programs. I last year was enrolled in the MUSE program, the Migrant University Summer Experience at UTPA. It's a very pleasant experience. You are dormed there for 6 weeks. You have an internship. You're getting paid also, and I mean, you meet new people, you have a class. It's a pleasant experience, and it's all for free. It's pretty good. And I enrolled this year. Hopefully, I get admitted. Okay, I will give you a personal story. I mean, I remember the first year I went. I didn't really want to go anymore. It was like, the first day was the worst. I mean, my hands were blistering, my feet were aching. I was thirsty. We weren't well fed. We've been working all day, more than 8 hours. We were all tired, and we had to go. Well, we had to go on with it, and it's hard. Thank you for listening to my speech. I hope you enjoyed it.